What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 167. And today, guys, we take on Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League round of 16. And of course, in the midweek games, we usually have to rest quite a few players. And as you can see, I messed around with the team, played a 4-2-3-1, and I had Gareth Bale starting at left back in this game. Now, that is a real nostalgia trip, having Bale at left back. And I know that Bale isn't listed as a left back in his positions anymore, that he can't play there, or he seemingly can't play there, but he's still got the stats. You would have seen he's still got the stats that, you know, do merit a left back. He can play left back if he wants. He can play anywhere, really. But we take on we take on Dortmund with Bale starting at left back. A bit of an interesting decision. It must have caught Jurgen Klopp out, but even so, it was still a very interesting decision. But I still thought it could pay off for us. And Dortmund, of course, were a very, very strong side, and last year's finalist in real life. So very good. Lewandowski's still at Dortmund on this game. So very, very decent team. But the first chance of the game was actually fought in his 6th minute, and Gareth Bale from left back stormed forward after making a challenge, went down the left-hand side. I decided to strike it and try and find a far corner. Unfortunately, it just went over, so we almost got to a fantastic start here with Bale starting at left back, but unfortunately I couldn't keep the shot down, and it went just over the bar. But had Bale scored early on, it would have been an amazing decision of starting at left back. But even so, still 0-0. But from the goal kick, it comes to Andros Townsend here. Townsend loses the ball, but it comes back to Gareth Bale. Another chance for him to run down the left, but instead I decided to play it out wide towards Townsend. Townsend stops the ball, crosses the ball in. Wickham goes for the volley. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper makes the save, and it's still 0-0. So 11 minutes in, 2 early chances, but unfortunately still scoreless. In the 23rd minute, a very good chance for us here as Eriksson finds Carrasco. Carrasco flicks the ball on, beats Gunter, goes down the centre. It's a great chance for Carrasco, one-on-one, but I completely messed up the finish. I thought the goalkeeper was going to come out as he began to come out, then retreated. That's why I took my time, completely messed it up, and unfortunately a chip went straight into the gloves of Muslera, or into the body of Muslera at least, and then it was hit Carrasco and went out for a goal kick. Carrasco had another chance here in the 33rd minute, but unfortunately a shot was well saved by the former Galatasaray keeper, and it was still 0-0 after the first half. However, in the second half, we looked to get off to a very good start, and as Courtois finds Carrasco, Carrasco plays a 1-2 with Connor Wickham, goes down the right-hand side here, cuts onto his left foot, very good chance, nice little roulette, then gets back onto his right foot on the edge of the area, crosses the ball in, or tries to. It comes to Barkley. Barkley's then pass is deflected, but it falls to Connor Wickham. Wickham finds the bottom corner. It's a bit of a scrappy goal, but I don't care. Dortmund 0, Spurs 1, Wickham with the goal. And we do get the early goal here in the second half, so 1-0. And just a few minutes after that, we're on the ball again here. It's Wickham who finds Carrasco. Carrasco, Ronaldo trots past his man, goes down the right-hand side. He's got all the pace in the world to beat Hummels. Ends up beating him with the Berber spin. Gets onto his right foot in the centre of the area and smashes it into the far corner. Carrasco makes it 2-0 here. And as things stood, we are going to have a fantastic result here away in Germany in this round of 16 first leg. So Carrasco had most of the chance in this game. Does finally finish that one. It's 2-0, and in the 61st minute you see us have another good chance here. Wickham gets on the ball down the right hand side, rolls it infield. It's Nathaniel Klein who shoots it. Unfortunately it's well saved by the goalkeeper, and it is still 2-0. In the 64th minute though, another good chance here as Carrasco Berber spins around Marco Reus, runs through the centre here and offloads the ball towards Connor Wickham. Wickham spots the runner Carrasco. Carrasco is through once again. Another great chance for us here, but unfortunately Muslera makes the save, and it's still 2-0. So I lost track of the amount of chances that Carrasco had in this game. He had so many, but still 2-0. In the 74th minute though, Hoffman plays the ball in forward infield towards Gundogan, and then Gundogan sweats the ball across the face of goal, and Bender puts the ball into the back of the net. So Dortmund score with the cutback and make it 2-1 here. But the game does finish 2-1, so because of those 2 away goals, Dortmund will still have to score 2 goals at White Hart Lane, so we will be in the driving seat in the second leg at White Hart Lane, and it was a very, very good result. I was disappointed to throw away a late goal, but even so, we are going to be in the driving seat, and we do have what you would consider a 2-goal cushion, and that is very, very good news for us, really, and yeah, a very good result away from home. But after that, we saw that Danny Rose is now cleared to play again. Rose, of course, who had a long-term injury, is now ready to play if we wish to do so. But for the following game, we took took on Leicester here in the FA Cup away from home. It's a Championship side, Leicester, here in the round of 16, and as you can see by the squad I picked as well, I picked out one of our strongest first 11s, and the reason I did that is because, as I said before, I know in the FA Cup I usually rest all my players, but this year, if it is to be our last season of career mode, I want the treble. I want the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the league. It's going to be hard, but I want to do all three, and that means we can't just play a weak side in the FA Cup. We can't take the games for granted. We need to play a strong first 11. That's exactly what we did. I looked at the Leicester first 11, then compared it to mine, and thought, my word, we should be in for a very good game here. But even so, I would want to get off to a very good start early on anyway, and we'd have the chance to do that just 5 minutes in as Draxler finds Christian Eriksen. Eriksen plays a 1-2 with Danny Welbeck. Christian Eriksen runs clear 1-1 with Kelly, ends up putting the ball into the bottom corner with a lovely finesse shot. And as we started to celebrate here with Christian Eriksen, the Leicester fans knew that they were going to be in for a very, very long afternoon, because quite frankly, with their squad, they were never going to threaten us with our star-studded lineup. Maybe if we had a weak squad, maybe they could have pulled off a shock result, but with our fantastic first 11, you couldn't fancy Leicester getting any kind of result in this game whatsoever. So after a very good start here with Eriksen, the Leicester fans must have thought they were going to be in for a long afternoon, and straight from kickoff as they give the ball away, I didn't have the control of playing at this point, so I get the ball away myself, but Leicester then played the ball forward. The ball was cleared away, it found Eric Lamela. Lamela rolled it off to Draxler. Draxler found Lamela down the wing, cuts onto his right foot here, rise the challenge, spots Danny Welbeck. Welbeck spots Bale. Bale runs clear, finesses it into the far corner. 8 minutes in, Leicester 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2, and the Championship side, well, they knew they were going to be in for a long afternoon, and just 9 minutes in, there were already 2 goals in the game, and they'd have got off to a very bad start. However, in the 90th minute, they had a good chance to respond here as they went down the centre, but the shot was well saved by Courtois, and the score was still at 2-0. But from this, we end up giving the ball away with Gareth Bale towards Draxler. Draxler can't win the ball, and Leicester retain possession. They play it in field. A very good chance here as Delate runs through the centre, rolls it out wide, and eventually Gallagher's shot hits the post, but it falls to Richie Delate, and the former Manchester United man makes it Leicester 1, Spurs 2. So there was me thinking we were going to have a very big win in this game. Leicester came back and made it 2-1 here, but just a few minutes after that, as Leicester finally found their confidence in the game, a ball is played forward over the top towards Danny Welbeck. Welbeck beats the last defender and ends up blasting the ball into the bottom corner to make it 3-1 to Spurs. So Leicester, who had just got themselves back into the game, had already threw away the 1-goal deficit. It was now a 2-goal cushion once again. It was 3-1, and a few minutes after that, a good chance for us to make it 4-1. Christian Eriksen gets on the ball, reverse depots round one, roulette's round another, plays the ball out wide towards Gareth Bale. Bale cuts in field to his left foot here, looking for his second goal of the game, and he gets it with a smashing far post strike past the goalkeeper. Nothing Kelly could do about it, and it's Leicester 1, Tottenham Hotspur 4, just 39 minutes on the clock. So Leicester, who had got themselves back into the game, were now down by 3 goals. It was 4-1, and the first half was going according to plan, and then some. And in the 43rd minute, a good chance for us to make it 5-1. Gutierrez robs Danny Drinkwater down the right hand side, step overs round his man, takes aim. The goalkeeper Kelly makes a good save, but it falls to Christian Eriksen, who crosses the ball in. Draxler wins the header and makes it Leicester 1, Tottenham Hotspur 5. So going into half time, we had a 4-goal cushion. We'd scored 5 goals, and the Championship side, you had to feel sorry for them really, because they were just powerless. There was nothing they could do, and we were 5-1 up. And in the second half, could they got off to a very good start in the second half? Well, they had a good chance here as Watson ran clear and found Schlupp, but his shot went wide of the post, and Leicester couldn't get themselves, not back in the game, but get themselves a second goal here. But in the 54th minute, a good chance for us to rub salt in the wounds. The ball was played forward towards Christian Eriksen. He struck it and found the bottom corner after hitting the far post. Leicester 1, Tottenham Hotspur 6. Eriksen got his second goal of the game, and things continued to look very good for us. So Eriksen gets the goal, and it is 6-1 to Spurs. And in the 59th minute, we had a free kick here. Gareth Bale stood over it. If there was any chance for us to get a free kick score with Gareth Bale in this series, this was surely the best chance, because coming up against a goalkeeper that already conceded 6 goals, it was a very good chance. But unfortunately, Bale's free kick was well saved by Kelly, and it was still 6-1. But from the corner, Eriksen crossed the ball in. Unfortunately for us, Cher's header couldn't hit the target, and it was still 6-1. But every single time we had a chance, we looked like scoring, and Leicester just couldn't seem to stop us, to be honest. And thankfully, they did stop the ball going in there. But from the goal kick, it was cleared forward by Kelly eventually with his left boot. He'd had to pick the ball out of his net so many times here. He must have been so surprised when he actually had a chance to take a goal kick, but he played the ball forward. Anderson won the header for us, but unfortunately John Joe Anderson got an injury. He stayed down, and that is a real shame as well, because Anderson gets injured, and he's obviously not a key first team player, but he's still a player I would like to develop, and unfortunately he does get an injury. He's got a bruised shoulder. He'll be out for a few days. We bring on Ross Barkley. That wasn't really relief for Leicester, and also Carrasco came on for Lamella, but Anderson bruises his shoulder. He'll be out for a few days, and that doesn't suck too much, but it's still a bit of a shame. But after that we see Anderson sitting on the bench there in much discomfort. But in the 69th minute he see Leicester give the ball away. It's won back here by Christian Eriksen. He rolls the ball forward towards Welbeck. Welbeck finds Gareth Bale, and Bale makes it Leicester 1, Tottenham Hotspur 7. So that goal completed his hat-trick. Bale made it 7-1. And in the 71st minute here, as if the game wasn't bad enough for Leicester City, Courtois finds Gareth Bale down the right hand side here. Nice little Berber spin to get around Drinkwater, offloads the ball towards Julian Draxler. Ronaldo chops around his man, plays an absolutely superb ball to Gareth Bale. Bale is clear, nice little drag back, and an easy finish into the bottom corner to make it 8-1. So Gareth Bale got his 4th goal of the game. Leicester 1, Tottenham Hotspur 8. An absolutely incredible result here away from home, and yes, you know, we were odds-on favourites to win this game, and it was going to be a question of how many goals, not whether we get a win or not. But even so, I didn't predict scoring 8 goals in this game. It was an absolute rout. Leicester were all over the place. Could have made it 9-1 here in the 83rd minute, but Eriksen's chip went onto the roof of the net. But even so, an 8-1 victory is an absolutely incredible result, and it's my biggest win ever in a career mode series. That's my biggest win ever, and what a superb result it was. 8-1. Yes, we were heavy favourites for the game, but even so I did not expect to score 8 goals. Bale getting 4 of them as well was very nice. Also Eriksen scoring a couple, and Welbeck and Draxler getting the others as well was quite good. But we're through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and the treble is very much on. The last thing you'll see is that Germany come in for us for an international management offer, but it's not going to matter anyway. But even so, we stall it regardless. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, so much appreciated. It really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for another episode of Career Mode very soon.